What made you decide to join TruFit?
Well, I was just getting really tired of how I was feeling, how I was looking. I just got back from a trip from Maui and I was looking at the pictures and thinking, I do not like the way I look. So I was scrolling through Facebook and saw TruFit and looked at some of the critiques and reviews and thought, that just might be for me. And the one-on-one training's what really drew me in.
What were some of your biggest struggles with fitness or health before joining?
Biggest struggle is the motivation. I have a shed that's full of workout gear. I could, work every part of my body if I wanted to, but I just didn't have the motivation to get out there. So that was part of it. I've worked out off and on throughout the years at gyms, but I've never seen the results that I've gotten here.
How were you feeling physically and mentally before you started your program?
Physically, I was pretty sluggish. Excuse me. I just didn't feel like I had the stamina or the strength to do a whole lot. And now that I'm retired, I want to travel. I want to go a lot of different places, which requires a lot of energy. And I thought, I need to get living. I need to change. So that's what brought me here.
What was your first impression of TruFit?
First impression was, it was just really positive, walked in, everybody's friendly, saying hi. I kind of watched everybody else as they were working out, how they were having fun and, really pushing each other.
How is TruFit different from other gyms or programs that you've tried?
Well, for me, TruFit, I like the fact that it's really small, privately owned. It's not a huge place where you walk in and you don't know anybody. I like the one-on-one training that I'm getting. I like the fact that everybody's probably at least 50 or older. I'd say so, or 60 and older. Except for Jess, of course, my trainer and owner. And Courtney, she's in her 30s. But everyone else, we're up there, but we're all doing it, so.
That's awesome. What was your biggest challenge in the first few weeks?
Oh, gosh. The biggest challenge was getting out of bed and driving here. I live 50 minutes away, so that was a biggie. I was used to driving to work when I was working, but I gave that up and thought I'd never do that again, but getting to bed on time, getting to bed at a decent hour, being able to get up, having to set the alarm, having my protein shake in the morning and rushing here.
Love it. What kind of physical changes have you noticed since starting? Maybe weight loss, strength, energy, etc.
Well, I feel a lot stronger. I've lost 18 pounds in the 3 months, so I'm thrilled about that. I've always eaten healthy, I thought, but really since I've been here, I've been focusing on protein, lots of vegetables, getting more hydrated. That's just made a huge difference.
Awesome. Because you said you been trying to lose 10 pounds for years, if I'm not mistaken.
I've gone to gyms before and worked out, and I'll go 6 months and maybe lose 3 pounds. So to lose 18 in 3 months, I'm just over the moon. So.
And why do you think you're able to do it here as opposed to somewhere else?
I think there's more accountability. Like I know that if I don't show up, I'll probably hear from somebody. There's always a smiling face when you walk in. There's that one-on-one training. Other people, even that are in the other class, they're like, hey, you made it, great job, So that helps a lot.
How has your mindset changed since joining?
Mindset, well,